Previously on the Chaotic Neutral podcast, our pugnacious protagonists pummeled a posse of possessed, pus-filled Tyrian citizens, narrowly avoiding corruption themselves. Now reunited with Kai and with the Tyrian relic in hand, they rush towards Brema to retrieve the final relic of the sisters. After that, it's on to Dreadwatch to rendezvous with Saldoon, Li Hao, and the rest of their friends. They still don't know what their weapon does or how to activate it, but they know that the showdown will happen at Dreadwatch. First, though, they must deal with a mystery contingent of armed soldiers bearing down on them. What do these mystery soldiers want? Find out in this week's episode of the Chaotic Neutral Podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Caleb, and I am joined tonight by David.
Hi, I play Wolverine / Human Torch. Kai.
And Amy.
Hi, I play Kiki, the really pissed off rogue.
And Shane.
Come on down to Burt Western. We'll leave the light on for you.
No, I won't.
And Dan.
I play Barbarian with a armor made of beard.
Themed.
Oh, Zerf, yeah, that too thing, whatever. Hair, just name me, I'm named Hair.
Cousin It.
I am Cousin It.
Okay, so when last we left off, you guys were sort of in this ruined crossroad village, and coming down the road from the north that you know that the signpost tells you leads to Brema is this massive army, and they're sort of being led by a cavalry contingent of very fierce-looking women, sort of classic barbarians with the helmets and the furs. And they rein up in front of you.
There you go.
And from their center comes one who's got richer furs than the rest. Her axes are bigger than everyone else's, and she's clearly the boss. She has vast tracts of land.
Tracts of land.
She looks like she's a Helga or a Brunhilde. And she jumps down off her horse and sort of sizes all of you up. And then without a word, she points the haft of an axe at Zerf.
No.
Hey! How you doing?
Put my head in my
beckons you
fucking
forward.
hand.
Dirty.
Oh, God.
What?
She beckons you forward.
Sure, what's up?
Anything special?
And she sort of walks around you and makes some feints at you.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, she rolled really well. You actually are kind of caught off guard. Two of them would have hit you had she been playing for real. She turns her axe at the last minute, so you get struck with the blunt edge. And the third one you manage to knock aside. And she goes, "Ah, you are awake."
Yeah. The stench keeps me awake.
And so she makes 3 more attacks that you manage to get out of the way of or deflect. And she nods. "Bring the relic forward." And from sort of in the depth of the cavalry come out 4 women holding it. Actually, not 4. It's not that big of a chest. 2 of them holding a very ornate, bejeweled chest adorned with all sorts of carvings of various epic feats of martial prowess. Dragons being slain, battles being won, giants felled. And they slam it down in front of her, and she kicks it open. And inside you see an iron necklace that's similarly engraved with feats of strength. And she picks it up and hands it to you with both hands, and she goes, "We've been holding this for a worthy... She says, "We've been holding this for the return of the emissaries. And of this crop of emissaries...
Hey,
You're the only one who's got the prowess to wield Brema's power. Take it."
I'll take it and I'll put it on.
All right, and everyone cheers. And
I don't.
I'm sorry,
We stand there sulking like they think we're losers.
the Bremen contingent
Do
cheers,
the elbow, like what the fuck?
and
It'll be warriors.
and she goes, "It's a good thing Bremen hearty warriors are going to be at the battle, because this is a sad, weak contingent, casters and sneak thieves."
And I'd sit there and I'll say, I have put these other 4, or us 4, I guess, up against your best 4.
I go, Zerf, we don't have time for this?
No.
And actually, she gets a glint in her eye, and she says, "Any other day I would, but Dreadwatch is about to fall. We must hasten."
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Yeah. Dreadwatch.
And she whistles, and basically the cavalry rides past, and it's, if you remember back in way back in the late 80s, the movie Willow, there's the scene where they're standing at the crossroads and the whole army goes by. That's kind of what happens, is the whole army passes and heads off down the road. And they seem to be sort of at a forced march pace.
All right.
Leaving you guys in this abandoned crossroads village on your own.
Sounds about right.
Well, that was easy.
I almost turned to
One down.
look at Bert and say, hey, keep an eye on Kiki. She might try and, like, go after the chest or something.
I was thinking about it.
They open it and Kiki's in there just like Cat Mike. Woo.
I mean, they left the chest. Basically, the chest was just a housing for this torque.
But you said it's all jeweled and everything like that?
Yeah, the outside of it is adorned and jeweled and
Sitting in the
engraved.
corner thinking of it.
Just like the first episode.
Like trying to push it up onto Fozzie. Like,
This is
Trying
mine
to
now.
pick out the jewels and pick out the little like.
okay, roll me a dex check.
I need this golden dragon in my life.
Nailed it.
Okay, do you guys hang out while she does this?
Those Dragonborn are still with us, right?
Yes.
I guess
I-
I'd be
I wait for
gambling
her.
with them on the.
Yeah, just tell her, hey, you're sharing that.
No, she's not, Zerf. No, she's not. She's gonna put it in a pocket and you'll never see it again.
It was worth a shot. Needed to buy beer. I'll just tell her you owe me a beer, a really, really big one.
You take a bath, then I'll get you a beer.
I'll bathe in beer.
Okay, so first things first.
Why do I have a feeling this is a bad
Thank you, David.
Kiki, I'm sorry. I think this is a bad thing.
What's a bad thing?
Well, let's see. He's looking for something. David just rolled a D100. I think something's going to happen with her trying to take stuff off.
You actually pry out 17 gems.
Oh, nice.
And do you let anyone else examine them?
Can I examine them with my stonework?
Do I not know what they are?
You pry out 17 gems.
Okay.
Like, are you just going to appraise them yourself, or are you going to have anyone else?
Do I not? I mean, I'm a thief. Do I not know what they are?
Well, you can appraise them.
Okay, well, I'll do that first.
Okay. So,
I don't think any of these idiots know anything about money because they never have it.
I may not know anything about money, but I know stuff about stones.
okay.
You ain't got none.
They're an assortment of gems.
Shots fired.
Sapphire, looks like ruby, emerald. You think that each gem's worth about 50 gold.
Well, that's just cheap.
Can I say that I examined it anyway before?
I'm gonna throw one at Zerf.
Okay, what type do you throw at him?
Can't think of the brown one.
Garnet? No.
Topaz.
That's,
Is it no, garnets are orange, aren't they?
no, they're kind of like maroon.
Whatever one that
Darker.
looks like his beard, the brown color one.
Okay, so
It's
there are
gotta be
red
a brown
ones.
color one.
There are red ones, green ones, and blue ones.
Fine, I throw him a green one.
Okay. Zerf, she throws you an emerald, and it appears to be just a regular emerald,
Okay.
worth about 50 gold.
Okay.
I have a feeling I did something.
Okay. So moving along, if Kiki is just going to go with that appraisal.
I'm not satisfied with it's only worth 50 gold.
Can I not tell anything else from it?
No, that's like I said. She throws you a plain run-of-the-mill emerald that's not that like the cut's not that great, but it's a 50 gold emerald.
Okay.
Barbarian jewelers, you're not going to get a whole lot from that.
Yeah. Okay.
Go up to Zerf. Why didn't you hit that?
What do you want?
Kai's suddenly a fucking player.
All of a sudden.
You observed that was some sweet barbarian poontang. Should have taken her behind the bushes and shown her where Samaria is. Should have shown her some axe katas, man. God, I hate myself for saying that.
You should.
Okay, so what do you guys do?
Well, they said Dreadwatch. I mean, we don't have to go to Burma anymore.
Correct.
I say, oh well, can I examine your amulet, Zerf?
Sure.
For a 19 Arcana. Just a
You sense similar magics to those that the other amulets seem to have.
okay.
Mine's already caked in dirt, though.
It's already dirty. Put it on it.
Oh, and
Instantly
you put it on, right? Right,
Yeah.
sir?
Yeah.
Okay. You get +1 to attack and damage while wearing it.
Sweet.
Hi, damn. Wait, honey tongue.
I go through Bert's bag and grab Tyrier and hand it to Kiki.
Oh, I wanted that. I'm
What's-
just standing
what's
there
the,
like, I want
it's
that
just-
one.
Amulet of Brahma.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
Is it shiny?
Yeah, it's silver with a blue sapphire.
I bite it. How much is it worth?
Okay, you nearly chip a tooth, but not quite.
What's it? What's it worth?
It's worth
It's
the world.
yeah, it's you. You think you'd have trouble finding a buyer who could afford it?
I sell it for half that.
After kid.
Yeah.
When the world ends, when Glyph's superiors cleanse the plate in righteous fire, and you all burn, you'll know who to blame.
I walk up to Kiki. I hold my hand out. I need that.
No.
I need the torque.
Nope.
God damn it! I need the torque.
Do your talk thing. Whatever.
Please. Give it to him.
So you guys head off towards Dreadwatch. As you move farther and farther away from Tyria, you notice the life sort of come back into the surroundings. There, you do see a few people holed up in villages here and there. And pretty soon you find yourself back in familiar territory, heading back up into the mountainous forest where you encountered that fortune teller. you do not see her cart by to the side of the road. And you crest the hill into the valley where Dreadwatch is, and you can see that the undead have pushed through the jaws and have sort of taken over a third of the valley. They're sort of kept at bay at one of the walls, but it looks like the walls are pretty sparsely manned. In the courtyard, sort of behind Dreadwatch itself, you can see Krakow's wagons. You can see tents in the Xerian style, and Dragonborn bustling around there. You also see a few other tents that you can't really make out their origin, but they sort of seem to be private individuals who have sort of come here on their own. And as you make your way down into the valley, people see you and point, and and you also see Brimma's contingent is up like near the front lines, sort of rotating on and off the walls. And as you approach, there's some cheers that go up among the Dragonborn and the camps, and everyone's sort of swells out to welcome you guys. Out of the tent that you didn't really know where it came from, you see an elven woman with blue hair come out, and she's like, "It's so good to see you!
I remember you.
You guys left me. I did not appreciate it."
We didn't have a choice. Sorry.
Well, whatever. I looked at the ruins, and there was some interesting stuff there. And then I heard that there was some big shit going down here at Dreadwatch, and I hurried on down here.
It's gonna be a shit show.
So the Dreadwatch defenders, their commander says,
See, I brought people.
"Yeah." When he shows up, he goes, "We honestly didn't expect to see you again. Thank you for your service. Are you here to help?"
Yeah, we're here to end this shit.
"How do you plan to manage that?"
Just crack my knuckles. You leave that to us. But we're gonna still need your help. You don't run anywhere.
Kai, roll me an insight. You feel kind of drawn, pulled almost towards the central tower of Dreadwatch.
Okay.
Do you follow that pull, or do you just sort of resist it?
I resist it.
Okay. So what do you guys do? You're in Dreadwatch. Big battle going on the parapets. Sort of at the east end of the valley. Lee Howe's there. Saldoon's there. Like I said, Krakow and Ivan Saphir and Ichi are there. Krakow's family is there, the very adorable little baby Kenku flapping around.
How big?
Well, they're child size.
Oh, they're not penguins. I was like, are they gray and fuzzy? How many torques do we actually have?
There are 7. Because there was one for each of the 6 sisters, and then there was the one for Trista, the sister that you didn't know about until you encountered Vila crying over her body.
Okay. Can I do an insight roll to see if everyone should take an amulet and wear it?
Okay.
Where's my insight here? Not starting off good. Uno.
I take 6 of them and wear them.
Kiki bursts into flames!
So, Bert, you haven't really seen anything out of these amulets except for that time that Kai wore 2 at the same time.
I took 6 of them.
More amulets means more power!
Oh, you're rebels.
So,
I
do
like
you
them all.
give Kiki 6 to let her put them on?
I rolled a 1.
Although I think Kai is wearing Ala, and I think Zerf is wearing Brimma.
Yeah.
So
I think I would have put in
there are only
Tyrier.
5 available.
So I take 5.
I think I would have put on Tyrier because I wanted to do the honeyed tongue to see if it increased my.
You
Charisma,
do
right?
feel a bit more suave, a little bit better able to convince and deceive.
Okay.
You feel that swell of confidence.
Got some swagger going on. Yeah.
Like you don't always drink beer, but when you do, it's a Dos Equis.
Hasn't stopped.
So Kiki puts on 4 of them.
That's what's left.
Okay.
This seems like a good idea.
I'm Burt West, and I endorse this plan.
Kiki bursts into flames.
Gonna die.
Okay, Kiki, they immediately light up to like white hot, and you take, oh, not white hot, red hot. You take 12 points of fire damage, like as soon as you have them on. And your neck is seared.
I'm so disappointed.
Who's got the water?
And
Water element. You do?
I do.
and Lee Howe runs in going, "Who's burning?"
And I'm like, stand back. We're just going to see what happens.
I take 2 of them off.
Okay. The heat lessens, but you still take 6 points of damage.
Put 1 back on.
I just say I take.
Maybe 3 is the magic number.
I take 1 and put it back on.
Wow.
I got this.
This is amazing.
I like how you've had these amulets for like 40
forgot about
episodes, and you're just now experimenting with them.
No, I just forgot about it. I think I wrote it down and then I forgot about it.
3d8, and I roll a 7.
Oh.
You take 7 points of damage with 3
Get
on.
really mad and leave just 1 on.
Which one do you leave on?
I don't know. What are they?
Which one do we have?
Let's see. So, let me sort of write down here. Brimma is being worn by Zerf right now. Tyrier is being worn by Bert right now. Olive's being worn by Kai. Available are Keta, Kiva, Vila, and Trista. Keta is gold with a red gem. Kiva is like a dark metal that you can't quite make out with an obsidian ornament. Vila is gold with a diamond, and Trista is iron with like a cloudy gray.
I'm torn between the gray and the dark.
Those are the 2 I like too.
It's the dark ones.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take the dark one.
Obsidian.
With the obsidian?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're wearing the Torque of Kiva. And so while you're wearing just that one, you feel a bit more stealthy than usual. Like, even for you, you feel like you're much more capable of slipping into the shadows and, like, picking locks and picking pockets and that sort of shit.
Caleb, are you
And then I whine to Lee Howe that it hurts.
Jeez. Are the amulets, are you kind of giving attributes towards the character, or each one has different attributes?
Each amulet does its own thing. So, like, if you were to put on Kiva's amulet, well, you guys don't know what would happen because you haven't swapped amulets.
And I was just about to ask if I could
So
swap one.
Yeah, I mean, you take off Brimma and try another one on.
If Amy would, or if Kiki would allow me to do so.
Swapsies?
Swapsies.
Okay.
I wanted to try on the
Okay.
the other iron one.
Okay, so you take Brimma off. You you feel when you put on this other iron one, you feel generous. Like you want to give everything you have to protect your friends and to just give them everything.
Okay, that one's coming off immediately, and I'm putting Bruma back on.
Give that shit to Alan.
No, I would really love it if Kiki wore that one for, like,
Hey,
she's like,
hey,
I'm not sure what this feeling is.
Lee Howe.
I like this feeling.
Lee Howe, wear this one. And feel me.
Let's see what Lee Howe's Arcana looks like. Lee Howe's like, actually, I think I want to wear the one that Bert has. He goes, it's. I mean, they're your guys's, but if you're offering me one, that's the one that I think I'm interested in.
What is? Okay, now I have to know what the other two do.
Okay.
I put them on. I don't let go of mine, but I put the other two on. Not at the same time.
So when you put on the gold one, the gold with the diamond, you don't really feel anything. Actually, with both of them, you don't really like they don't seem to do anything for you.
I want to try one. See if
I
it
was
does
gonna say, I
anything.
toss them at Bert and go, these are fucking useless.
Ditto. Like they're just shiny fucking necklaces.
Hmm.
Can I sell them?
Put it in my bag. No, not yet. Not yet.
So the two that you haven't assigned right now, or the three you haven't assigned, are Keta, Vila, and Trista.
I thought Amy was wearing Keta.
I've got Kiva.
She tried on Keta,
Oh,
but
Kiva. That's right.
Since wait, can Glenel and Finnel wear two?
no.
Okay.
And right now, Glenel is driving.
Okay. Well, I tossed Glenel the gold diamond one.
Okay.
So put that on. And
He goes, do these things do anything for you guys? Like, you seem very concerned about which ones you have.
don't worry about it.
He
I don't
shrugs
know.
and-
I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna take mine off and give it to Lee Howe. I was like, you know what? Okay, you take this. You hold on to that. That's probably gonna do you a lot more good.
Okay. And
I'm left with two. Is that correct? One of them's that steel.
Keta and Trista remain. Keta's gold with a red gem, and Trista is steel with a cloudy gem.
I put on the steel with the cloudy.
You're generous.
Again, you feel the sensation to just like do whatever you can to protect these people and the world, really. Like, you would give anything to protect them.
That feels really weird. So I take that off. Like, ugh, that was new.
Yeah, Bert, I know what you're talking about.
Put on the other one. So there's nothing.
Okay. You feel in tune with magic.
Oh.
And for any spell you cast, you reroll ones on damage.
That is fantastic because I roll a lot of really shitty damage.
What is mine?
Okay.
So I put well shoot, who else is left?
Saldu.
Salty Balls, yeah, we gotta he's with us, right?
So, hang on. So first off, I gotta deal with what Aulist does for Kai.
Oh.
I'm gonna say on your unarmed strikes, well, she was more of a protector type. So I'm gonna say that when you receive healing from an external source, your robe doesn't count. You can share that healing with another person.
Okay.
So what?
Lee
specifically
Hao
does
is going to
mine-
heal Kiki.
Yeah, what specifically does mine do then, since everybody else has a specific?
You gain advantage on sneak and sleight of hand rolls. And Lee Hao heals you for 22, Kiki. Um, so, what do you guys do at this point?
We're just outside in the camps, right? We're not
Yeah,
actually in Dreadwatch yet.
Yeah, you're sort of in the Dreadwatch courtyard.
We should probably go into Dreadwatch.
Who's the sacrifice?
What? Did I forget something?
Vila?
I don't know what's going on.
This is something your characters can roll a knowledge history to try to remember if you.
Oh
as
wait,
a
I
player
remember
don't-
now. The willing sacrifice. Yeah.
No, I don't. No.
Yeah. I think I took it upon myself to do that. I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm either a god or I don't exist. Fuck this shit.
I don't remember.
And it's good.
Who's got the Vila one?
Glenel is wearing Vila right now.
Alright, Glenel. Here, keep it.
Wait, do we have to wear the right torque in order to do that? Or is that a history thing that we have to do?
You guys know that the torques are part of operating this weapon that Kai has constructed. You don't really know how they work or how the weapon works.
Okay. Yeah, let's go into Dreadwatch and I guess talk to the commander?
Okay, as soon as you enter the building, all of you wearing torques, and Kai, this goes double for you, feel a pull towards the top of the central tower. Kai, this is the same pull you felt before, but like intensified.
Is it like an indomitable pull? We can't get out of it?
Like you feel like you should go there. And Kai, you really feel like you should go there.
Do I have to do a roll for resisting?
No.
No.
I kind of want to go on the top of the tower, fellas.
God, don't.
I give still doing the gray one.
Okay.
Okay. He's like, do you want me to put this on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Saldoon puts on
Part of the club.
Trista. And Kai, you feel the orb, that chain, ball of chain that you made, like pulling you, like physically trying to pull you towards the central keep.
You guys see this big ball coming out of my pocket.
And it's
Jesus.
it's sort of glowing, and you can see the chains writhing.
Look at that hammer he's got.
Just rises higher and higher.
I had no idea.
It doesn't actually fly, but it's
Well, I mean, it's going towards the top.
it doesn't have the strength to propel itself. It's
Okay.
But like within your bags, you can feel it straining
book it up to the top.
Okay. So do you guys follow him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so in sort of this central chamber, with 7 thrones in it and a table in the center with a spherical indent, with a crystal up at the top. That's where this orb sort of leads you guys, and you feel at ease once you're in there. You don't feel that pull, and you notice each of the thrones has emblems that match the various necklaces.
I sit in my throne.
It feels right. Feels good. You feel strong.
I sit in somebody else's.
I was about to do that too.
Roll me a charisma check or a charisma save, Kiki.
Uh, 18.
You don't take any damage, but it feels wrong.
You feel wrong.
Like you don't feel comfortable.
I get up.
This chair's too hard.
I give the orb to Glenel.
He's like, what do you want me to do with it?
Point at the indent.
Okay, so he sort of shuffles over to I guess this is Glenel. He's a goddamn diplomat of Xeria. He sniffs disdainfully and says, I don't take orders from elves, but I suppose you know what you're doing. And he walks over and just sort of like rolls it into the sphere, into the spherical chamber, or the indent, and he looks at you and goes, well, now what? And as soon as he says that, the chains erupt out of the orb up to the crystal, and they just seem to keep going. And you hear cries from outside of what the fuck is going on? What's that? And then after a minute, all that's left is sort of this weird nexus of energy in the spherical chamber, or in the indent, with chains coming out of it. More chains than you can count, but that seem to be interfacing with the crystal at the peak of the room. And there's a hum, and you feel a surge of power seem to go into the thrones.
I'm sitting on mine.
And you feel powerful. Like you don't know how to you can't channel it yet, but you feel strong.
You guys sit in your thrones. It's pretty cool.
I go sit. I move Glenel to a central position and then sit in my throne.
Slap you in the face.
Glenel waits until everyone's seated.
Oh no, not sitting.
Okay. Well, Glenel will wait for a minute, and then he goes, I will sit in my throne. And you know Saldoon's sort of hanging out, too.
Okay. I look at Saldoon. I was like, we should probably just sit down.
He's like, I feel like it's not time yet. For me, anyways.
Oh, yeah? Can I roll an insight?
Yeah.
15.
He doesn't seem to know why he thinks that, but he seems to feel it pretty strongly. That he's supposed to be the last to sit.
Oh, okay. Do I feel like I have an order? Like it matters?
No, you just feel like if you sit in the throne, you're taking part of this, whatever it is.
Okay. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to whisper to Kiki. Go ahead, take a seat.
Really, you could just tell her to fuck off.
Kiki,
Like,
leave.
he does the thing. Like the thing.
Okay, so you both sit down.
Yeah.
Saldoon looks around, and he gives you sort of a melancholy smile. And he goes,
No.
"For Zyria," and sits down, and convulsions rack his body, and you see his spirit get consumed, pulled up into the crystal,
I killed
and
Saldude.
Oh no!
and it lights up,
Bastard.
and you feel the entire keep shudder and start moving, and you realize that the 6 of you have control over the entire castle and can direct it to move and attack and walk and crush the enemies.
Yes.
And that is where we're going to cut it.
Fucking Power Rangers.
Yeah. Mighty Morphin
Sorry,
Power
we're back in
Rangers.
space.
I was thinking more like, for anyone who's played Final Fantasy IX, Castle Alexandria, how it turns into the giant robot.
I went with lion hands.
Voltron.
I wanna be a
Voltron. What was the old before Power Rangers? The tiger guys that
That's Voltron.
is that okay?
And all form the head. No, that was
Yeah.
Power Rangers. Was that Voltron or was that Power Rangers?
I think that was actually Voltron.
Voltron did it first.
Yeah.
In all forms of that was terrible. Why did they say that? Okay, whatever.
Voltron was really objectively a terrible show, but the idea of a giant robot was just so fucking cool.
You know what's cool? I still have the toys.
I have one on my shelf right up here looking at me.
So you guys sacrificed Saldoon.
I was
Hey,
ready to go.
David
I
was
gonna-
trying to sacrifice Alan, but because David thought that Vila was the sacrifice.
Ah, damn it. I thought you were going to get to
Saldoon.
pick and choose.
I was curious. That's why I gave you guys every NPC from this area. So Ira was there, Ivan was there, Ichi, Krakow, and I have in mind the castle's going to be able to do different things based on who you sacrifice. So with Saldoon, it's going to be very martial. But I thought there's a very real chance they're going to make Li Hao put it on and not realize what it is.
Oh, shit.
I had no idea.
So yeah, that's sort of what I've been building to for the past like
Hey,
40 episodes.
question. Did we cut it?
We haven't signed off because I kind of wanted to do a little bit of posting, but
I was
But
just
yeah,
curious
this is-
because we were having all this conversation. I didn't know if Shane's gonna have to cut all of this out.
Why?
I'll let Shane decide whether to leave this as an outtake or not.
All right. So what were the different options if we had put Ichi in there, or
Oh, God, if we had Ichi be like double robot power.
Yeah, Ichi would be another sort of martial thing. Kenku, or if you had put Krakow in, it probably would have might have given it limited flight. Like it's one of those things where now that I know who it is, I'm gonna figure it out for sure for next week.
I thought it was going to like, you could sneak up on the darkness with the big robot.
But yeah, no, I need to figure out the mechanics. But next week is gonna be you guys, or next session is gonna be you guys in Castle Dreadwatch, basically wreaking a swath of destruction across the Dreadlands. And I'm going to say it's probably going to be next session that you guys actually sort of resolve this whole like storyline. So, like I said earlier, I think episode 15 was when you guys arrived in this part of the world. So it's
Oh,
a
God.
pretty substantial arc that we're wrapping up here.
It's huge.
So yeah, thanks everyone for listening. Thank you guys for playing. Sorry if this episode was a little short. Sort of was structured to have that beginning and end. Until next time, keep it chaotic.
Bye.
No.
Yeah.
Right.